What is up, YouTube? Zach here with Boosted Organics, and today I'm going to be switching it up a little bit, and we're going to be talking about health and dieting specifically. All right, so I made a video a few weeks ago about how I got back in the gym and I'm on my fitness routine again. I'm feeling good and moving forward in that, right? I slacked off for a little bit, but now I'm back. Now, the day I made that video, I started a certain diet, and I was eating only watermelon. Just twice a day I was eating watermelon, and some people call this a fast, a watermelon fast, but it's not right. This is not a fast. If anything, it's a cleanse. I choose to call it a watermelon cleanse, but what it really is it's a mono diet. So mono meaning one, diet meaning deficit. Okay, so you're eating one thing and you're gonna lose weight and cleanse your body. All right, so on this mono diet, I was only eating a fruit, which was a melon, a watermelon. Some people do a vegetable or a meat or a fruit, right? 3 types of mono eating, and I just chose the fruit. And there's a lot of nutrition in watermelon, but there's pros and there's cons to this, and just depending on what your preference is, on how you feel and your body type and things like that, this could work for you, but it's not a lifetime commitment. Okay, I never recommend anybody doing a mono diet for a long period of time. Okay, I just did this for 5 days, and on the 5th day, I started really crashing in my energy levels, and I felt like crap, and I had diarrhea, and it wasn't good. Previously, the time that I did it before, this is back in like 2023, like September time frame, I think, and I did 5 days back then, and I felt great. And then I went straight into a biblical water fast. Okay, so this mono diet, you're basically just eating one thing, and you eat until you're full, pretty much. And like one watermelon, about this big, it was like 1,400 calories, but it's all sugar and carbs is what you're putting in your body. So not that that's a bad thing, but if you're overweight, or if you have diabetes, or if you have cancer or tumors, or like Alzheimer's, dementia, like things like that, you do not want to do this diet. Okay, because Alzheimer's, dementia is basically just diabetes of the brain. All right, so if you have problems with your insulin, if you have problems with your blood sugar or blood pressure or anything like that, hypertension, any type of ailments like that have to do with sugar, or stimulus or anything like that, I wouldn't recommend this. You can eat watermelon like on your little diet or whatever, but I would never recommend you guys go eat only watermelon on a mono diet if you have these things that you're dealing with. Okay, so that out of the way, I started to feel like crap after about 5 days, and I'm working out, I'm running a business, I have kids, a home life, and I'm serving in the church, and there's a lot of things going on in my life, so I couldn't afford to feel like crap anymore, so I cut the diet. Now, this is a good mono diet, okay? I'm a fan of it, and I would recommend it to certain types of people, all right? It just depends on what your goals are, what your body type is, and if you have any type of like disorders, right? So just depends on what's wrong with you, why you want to lose weight. But I did it for 5 days, and I was drinking 64 fluid ounces of watermelon juice. I would just cut it up, put it in a blender, and then I would just pour it in a 1 gallon milk jug, or like a empty water jug. Distilled water is what I drink. Hydrogen distilled water. So anyways, I cut that diet out, and I took about a week off, okay, and just kind of reset my system. And now, today is day 1 of the carnivore diet. All right, so I've decided that I'm gonna eat carnivore. Yes, I have a mushroom business, and yes, I cultivate plants, and I do a lot of vegetables and fruits and stuff like that in my diet. But I'm cutting it all out for a very short season. I'm gonna go 90 days on the carnivore diet, and this is gonna do a lot of things. All right, so basically, number 1 is I'm cutting carbs, cutting sugar. I've gotten to a point that my body does not do well on a high sugar or high carbs. All right, and I've had digestive issues, like bloating and diarrhea, and then like right after that, constipation, and it's just up and down and all around. And like I've had swelling of my joints, and just there's different things that even headaches. Like I've started to have headaches, and can't really figure it out. I had a car wreck a few years ago. Drunk driver hit us, and still going through like therapy on that, and like chiropractic, and just kind of corrective adjustments and stuff like that. So we don't know if it's that or something to do with my diet, or maybe it's heavy metal toxicity or parasites or something like that, because I had a test done of my hair and my blood, and it came back that I'm aluminum toxic. So I've cut out certain deodorant, types of deodorant, and just different things, right? So I don't claim to have a degree in any of this. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not an expert. I just do what I hear other people do. I do research. I learn through trial and error. And as a holistic health coach online, I do cultivation coaching and holistic health coaching. So, as a coach, if I don't do it and experience it at least once, then I don't know what I'm talking about. I could go off of a paper, or I could go off of this person's experience, which both of those are good. You need to put those together and use it. But if I never have that experience, and I never see if it works or if it's bad or what, I can never actually tell you with conviction if it's good for you or if it's bad. I'm basically just reading off a paper or regurgitating someone else's information. All right. So I don't want to be that type of coach. I know there's a lot of people out there. I'm going to digress, but I've done paleo, keto. Keto was the very first one I ever did. Keto, then paleo. I've tried vegan and vegetarian for a very short amount of time. I didn't really care for that because I was working out and trying to build muscle at the time. So even though those are good for short periods of time, say you could do vegan or vegetarian for like a whole year and be totally fine. But if you're into fitness and you're into other things, or if you have certain things you're dealing with, like health issues, those aren't really the best way to go. Okay, although they are good, all of these diets are good for a purpose. All right, I'm not going to speak against any of them because I've done them all, and the only one that I haven't done, I've stayed away from it, is carnivore. All right, and it's basically the reason I have not done it yet is because of misinformation. I've listened to a lot of people talk crap about the carnivore diet and how it's gonna, fill my blood vessels up and, clog my arteries and give me a heart attack and all this other stuff. I just don't believe that's true if you do it right. And if you get the right sources of your meat, I really don't think it's going to be like that. There's pros and there's cons to this diet. And if you don't do it correct, or if you're dealing with certain things in your body, this may not be for you. All right. So basically what this diet consists of is beef, bacon, butter, eggs, and salt. Okay. 5 things. And when you start this diet, that's all you can eat in any combination, but that's all you can eat. So Celtic salt or pink Himalayan sea salt. I don't really recommend the pink salt anymore. There's a lot of places that just kind of get it from bad sources and then sell it in bulk, and it gets widespread all around the United States. You never really know where it comes from. There's not really too many good sources of Himalayan salt. So I've recently switched over to Celtic salt. So anyway, Celtic salt, and then you need grass-fed and grass-finished butter, right? Do not get margarine. That is not butter, okay? That's going to clog your arteries. That's going to give you a heart attack. That's going to get you really inflamed in your joints and everything like that, right? So stay away from margarine. What you want to do is grass-fed, grass-finished, all right? And if you can't find that, just get grass-fed. If you can't get that, it's not in your budget, then just go get what you can and then try to make better decisions as you go, all right? So if you're going to do this, there's no excuse on, oh, I can't find this or I can't find that. I don't have money for this. I don't have money for that. Okay, I'm not rich, but we do well for ourselves here at the Pruitt residence. And we do okay. So what I've chose to do is grass-fed, grass-finished beef. All right, it's 80-20, 80% meat and then 20% fat. So that's the beef that I'm eating. And then the eggs are from the same family of people that we know. These are our friends, and they have a homestead and livestock, and they free range their chickens. They don't feed them anything genetically modified, and they don't let them eat in the pasture that's been sprayed or anything like that, right? So there's no chemicals, there's no modification of the organisms. And so the chickens lay their eggs, and then we go trade mushrooms for those eggs, right? So free range chicken eggs, all organic, everything that they eat. And then the grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and then the pork. We have a local like butcher in the next town over, and I don't think that these are grass-fed, grass-finished hogs or whatever. I do believe that they are free range, but they've been fed grain, which is not the best thing that you could do, but at least I'm halfway there as far as that. I'm not buying any of this meat from a store, all right? This is all coming off the farm. And if it's not my farm, it's people that I know, friends and family's farm, that I know exactly how this meat was raised, how it was butchered, how it was packaged, and how it, gets to me, and I know exactly what's in it, all right? So the pork is probably the one thing that is not grass-fed, grass-finished meat, but it is still, the better than any store that you're going to go buy pork from, all right? And then, so that's the pork, the beef, the eggs, the Celtic salt, which has like 85 minerals. Your body is comprised of 102 minerals. We're basically dirt. And so the Celtic salt gives you the 85 minerals out of 102. So this is the best kind of salt that you can intake. And then the butter, grass-fed, grass-finished butter. All right. So that's my entire diet, those 5 things. Now I'm going to do this for 30 days. And then once my body switches from operating on sugars and carbs, I should feel better, and some of these things that I'm dealing with should go away. All right. And I'm going to keep you guys updated on this. And so stay tuned, guys. I'm going to make probably 2 videos a week on this diet, give you guys updates a few times a week. But other than that, these things are all that I'm eating. Those 5 things, that's it for the next 30 days. And then at that 30-day mark, I'm going to reevaluate how I feel. Okay. And then at that point, I can start adding in things like chicken, turkey, frog, turtle, fish, things like that I like to eat, squirrel, rabbit. And at that time, I can just kind of like, whenever I eat it, I can see how my body feels. And if it throws me off, or if I don't feel as good as I felt before I ate that food or that meat, then I won't eat it anymore. Okay. So the 30 to 60 day mark is going to be all about adding things in as far as meats, and to see if that I like them, see if I operate well on that type of meat. If I don't, it's not getting consumed anymore, right? So, and then day 60 to day 90, I'm going to start adding in one by one vegetables and see how my body does with that. Okay. And then at that point, I would be kind of like paleo, going from carnivore to paleo type of diet, right? But it's going to be modified. It's going to be custom. It's not going to be carnivore no more. It's not going to be paleo. And then after the 90 days, I'm going to see what my body operates well on, and it's going to be totally reset. It's going to be running on fats instead of carbs and sugars. And I'm not going to add those back in until I start bulking through the winter season, trying to, put on some muscle. I'm going to put on maybe 10, 15 pounds or so over the winter time and kind of bulk up a little bit. And then I'll go right back on this style of diet. All right. And I'm going to take notes. I'm going to write everything down. I'm going to talk to other people about it and do some more research. And I'm just kind of going to run everything down. Right. And like I said before, if I don't have this experience and I don't figure it out for myself, I'm not going to be able to coach or actually just even help my friends and family, So that's the main reason, is my health. And number 2, I need to have this experience to be able to teach other people, to help them, to coach them, whatever you want to call that. So anyways, we do have holistic health coaching on our website. You could go there and you can book in a call. It's just for a small fee per hour. I really do not charge very much at all compared to these other gurus on the internet. Okay. But I'm going to run everything down to you, whatever you need. I'm going to help you with that. And if I don't have an answer right then, I'm going to find one for you. Okay. And we're going to do that together. And we're going to get you where you need to go. If you guys want cultivation help, you can also book in a call on our website, boostedorganics.com, for cultivation or health. Okay. So those are the 2 areas that I do have a lot of experience in, and I am available to help you. Just go to the website, scroll about halfway down, and then you can book in a call, pay the little small fee, and then I'll see you on the other side of that. Okay. Now, you can find us on any platform, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, obviously. You can go follow us over there. You can subscribe to the channel here. I'd much appreciate that if you did. And, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time that I put a video out. And watermelon cleanse didn't really do me very well this time. And we're jumping on the carnivore diet. I'm going to update you guys all the way through it. And yeah, those 5 foods is all I'm consuming for the next 90 days, pretty much. And I hope this helps somebody. I hope this enlightened someone, maybe inspired them to think outside the box, to maybe try something new. And if you like this kind of content, subscribe, follow us, guys. We need all the support we can get. And stay tuned for the updates, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.